What's cracking, everybody? We back in this building. You know, another day to feel great. Hope everyone's doing all well. We about to get into another playoff game. But you know, it's the Brand Brothers. We all here in the building.
I hope you're doing well today. Outside is beautiful. Get outside and enjoy the weather.
Yeah, for the people in the city of Toronto, they be saying it's like 18 degrees and it's looking real bright. So get out there and enjoy that weather.
Yeah, man. The ball courts.
So
the ball courts are empty. You want to go down to the lake. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be packed up. You can go for a nice walk and enjoy the day. Listen, man, winter was long. Now the weather's getting better. Let's take advantage of it. All right?
Man, it's looking good. The weather's here. So,
yeah.
Game 3 went down last night.
Let's let the people know who we are. Just in case this is your first time watching this, I go by the name of Adrian.
My name's Jamal.
My name's Jamal.
Yeah, y'all know the proper man way, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, so let's get into last night's game.
So last night's game, a lot of people did have high expectations of maybe Clay coming back.
Yeah.
Possibly, allegedly, Kevin Durant, but that wasn't the case. So
it was kind of scary. But
Curry,
you know what?
Curry's a little bit short-handed.
I felt that people put too much pressure on Klay Thompson coming back instead of focusing on how can the Raptors win this game. I didn't hear enough talk about strategies on how to win the game, but just Klay Thompson might be coming back. His hamstring is injured, and you know there's a chance that he might play or that he might not. But it's like, what do the Raptors need to do to win, regardless if he's playing or not?
That is true.
Right.
A big factor why they were worrying about that was because, as you can tell, Game 2 he went off, right? So it's something to kind of be.
In the beginning, he snapped.
Yeah, he definitely did. He was still leading scorer even though he got injured. But yeah, so let's get straight into it. So
first quarter.
Right away off the bat, I felt that there was a good sign search from the Raptors.
Yes.
Marc Gasol and Pascal were taking it to the hoop.
Yep.
The posting was going on. Mm-hmm. We seen from the last game that went down, DeMarcus tried to get like really aggressive, off rip. Marc
now
this time
switched. Marc took it to DeMarcus.
Let's get it. Was taking it to him, trying to get his post play presence shown.
Yeah.
Pascal was doing the same too, putting people in the spin cycle.
The
spicy cycle, whatever you want to call it.
Spicy spin cycle. We coined it first, so don't try to use it in your show, and your podcast, wherever. The Brand Brothers called it the spicy peace spin cycle. Alright?
So yeah, straight up. That was looking really good.
Yep.
Shout outs to Larry. Larry was getting his guys assertive.
Yep.
It was the first sign to see some hope from Danny, because Danny knocked a nice little quarter tray.
Beautiful,
that was looking pretty good.
Nice open look.
Pascal's hustling, definitely. He was like pretty much involved a lot in his first quarter. He had an offensive rebound that led to Kawhi getting a nice little finish in the inside. Looked pretty good. Raptors had that momentum going on a 9-2 run, and that was looking really nice.
It was nice, and guess what? The Warriors, no KD, no Klay Thompson. So very early on, they struggled to get some offense going. And you know who they're going to lean heavily on? Steph Curry, obviously. Sean Livingston, he's not going to give you, top points. And DeMarcus Cousins, I was expecting for him to come in this game and just be aggressive. And he could shoot the 3 ball. He obviously has amazing post play, but I didn't see much from him.
Yo, he shot, I think it was this game, he shot a big air ball right away.
Yeah, he did early on.
Draymond shot an air ball. They were looking...
It was really bad. So, I mean, hey, hats off to Steph Curry for... doing whatever he could do. But you could tell, man, during the first quarter, he was running around screens, running on everyone trying to get open just to get a good look. And they struggled early on.
He scored majority of the points because obviously you kind of needed him to come through because they didn't really have too much.
They had nobody.
You know what? Regarding towards our Raps though, Pascal was working. He had some switches on Sean Livingston and was taking advantage of him.
Actually, we've seen a little bit of James come out of him because he got into some cross moves and had a nice little...
It was a step back. He had a nice little sauce with a step back on Livingston.
It looked like a side step / step back, but whatever. It was a little bit of James Harden Sauce got up in there.
Yeah.
But he had a nice mid-range jumper. It looked really good from him to see. He's developing himself, not amongst just a three-point shooter and a person who slashes and drives to the paint, but he can also shoot that mid-range now.
Definitely.
So he's working on it.
He definitely was working on it. And in that sense too, sorry, so to say, he was definitely getting everybody involved. You can feel the energy was passing around.
Yep.
Kyle was left open for a two that seemed like, why was he wide open by himself? Like, it kind of didn't make no sense.
Yeah.
But you know what? Shout out to him for getting the business done.
Yep.
He banged that down. Kawhi he didn't start off assertive, I guess, as what we thought. But that was okay, though. Yeah. He had some nice looks. He came down on a fast break looking for Danny for a three-pointer number 2 baseline. He banged that down. Kawhi was still getting other guys involved.
That
he had a nice little
pass,
what you were saying, he threaded the needle.
Shred the needle.
Shred the needle.
Like the Yannis do would say, shred the needle. Just like, that's all Jamaicans say. Threading the needle. Shred the needle.
We're giving you the breakdown.
Yeah, we're giving you. I was gonna say different languages, but I don't think Pato's not a different. It's not a language, is it? Well, I guess it is a language.
It's like a slang.
It's like a slang. Yeah, whatever. Kawhi had a nice pass right between. I believe it was DeMarcus and I can't remember who else.
I can't remember who. Maybe I think it's Bogut.
Maybe Bogut. Yeah, but
think
maybe. Anyways, Kawhi gave a nice assist to Mark. For a nice flush. We don't usually see Mark flushing that ball, dunking that, but it was good to see, Mark. Keep it up.
He showed some energy, so shouts out to him.
What else we got?
Even when we're talking about threading the needle and taking advantage of stuff, as soon as Bogut started to get up top of the key and Kawhi had like the picks and the switches, he was just blowing by that guy like the breeze.
And he drew so many fouls on him early on. I believe he went to the free throw line twice on 2 possessions because they just got a nice switch. And doesn't matter who you put on Kawhi Leonard, he's going to beat the brakes off of them and he's going to score or go to the foul line.
And he definitely did. There was one play where Kawhi had the ball up top. He's seen the defensive pressure coming to him. Draymond started coming to him.
And he drove baseline. Yeah, that was wicked.
Flush that. He has some IQ, man. That guy's smart.
I was going to say that he dunked on, I believe it was, what's his name, man?
It wasn't
Bell.
Jordan Bell?
Yeah, it was Jordan Bell. I was going to say he dunked on him, but he didn't. He just beat him to the net and dunked the ball. Aggressive move, and the Raptors were rolling. But they were rolling in terms of, getting to beat their mans. But in terms of scoring, it just looks like they kind of went through a drought in one period where they were struggling to get easy plays to get to the basket. And it's like, the Raptors got to adopt the Warriors' offense. Guys got to be moving and cutting because you can just see Raptors setting up a play and then it gets broken down and then it's like iso ball.
Well, from this game here, there was a lot of cutting. Even getting into the first quarter, we took advantage of them. 14-6 on inside
but
points.
But they did struggle at some points. We were watching. We're like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like,
it wasn't too much of a struggle. I think it was more just getting a feel of like.
It's the first game in the Oracle. So,
you're adjusting everything, getting ready for the crowd. But that's no worry about that. There was a play that seemed like it was to me like the refs didn't see that. Like Curry had a serious carry.
Yeah, actually, I remember that.
That ball was up to his shoulder, and they didn't call that at all. I
don't know.
I didn't really understand.
And then he pulled up for 3 right after. No.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what's
going on, man?
Maybe brothers needs to be there.
No, Tony Brothers. He does not like the Raptors. Yeah. I don't know what it is, guys. If you know, comment below and let us know. Like, what's with the refs and the Raptors? Like. I just don't know anymore, man. I really don't.
Raptors,
I don't get it.
It's the words and the refs, man. It's 2-on-1.
Basically. It's 2-on-1. Like, this guy fully carried the ball, and they didn't call it. Like, everyone's seen it.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But even so, we closed out the quarter pretty well. They also brought in one of the former Warriors, McCaw. He had actually a nice look to Danny for, I think that's 3-point number 3 by
Yes. And actually, going into the second quarter, the Raptors were up 36-29. It was an alright lead, up 7, but still, like, I felt like they should have been up a lot more.
We should have, but that's the thing with Golden State, man. Even without having Clay and Thing there, they didn't back down.
Imagine if Clay was there.
Clay or Kevin, maybe could be a different story. We don't know, but you know what though? It just shows that they have a lot of good plays where I seen 1-2 bounce pass inside, Bogut dunk.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of that going on, but one thing I will give applause is Raptors kind of got they seen some tendencies of things happening further in the quarter, which we'll talk about. But
Yes.
I'll just say it from now. Draymond, we all know likes to drive and look for a guy for like an alley
easy
stuff.
alley, yeah.
We had the D and we
Yeah.
stopped that. We stopped it off the gate. So yeah, getting into the second quarter. Shout out to Fred. Steady Freddy came back, tree balling it, looking good. Pascal Siakam was still working.
Yeah,
that
man.
guy took another victim. He had Jerebko.
Yeah, he was coking him.
He cooked him for a nice lay. Honestly, Siakam's hot right now.
Yeah, he's out of the six right now.
He's hot.
Honestly, like, shout out to Pascal Siakam, man.
Yeah,
This guy, he couldn't ball before. Honestly, like
Siakam.
what's his name?
Louis Rankin.
Louis Rankin, aka Teddy Buckshot.
Siakam.
Leonard Siakam,
Van Vliet.
Ibaka.
Raptors.
This guy said Ibaka. Van Vliet. What? That's a Van Vliet.
The man said, "Don't ever talk about the Raptors again." The
Yo.
Raptors.
That guy kills me. Oh, yo.
He's
Because
bad.
we won last night. He should have done one.
He's a bad man. You know who else was a bad man?
Who?
Larry was a bad man. This guy pulled up
yeah,
a tray in Livingston's face.
I didn't
like,
think he was going to shoot that shot. To be honest, I didn't think so. That was too close for comfort, but the man looked at him.
He's feeling it. He plays good in away games, yo.
And you know what? He actually called it before, and he said, listen, I like to play on the road. That's where I play my best. Of course, obviously, you play your best at home, but, yo, he went on the road, and he did work.
Yeah, he put in a lot of work.
Like, he punched in for his shift. Like, honestly.
He clocked in.
If I relate this to, like, the real world, like, he went into work, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to stay late. I'm going to clean up around the office. I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to get other people involved.
He raised up the productivity in the office.
To the office. He's like, yo, honestly, I'm going to be the manager tonight. I'm going to make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to do.
Like, you know, like when you're working like general labor and there's like a production line and there's like an average of like how well you guys do per hour.
Yeah.
He definitely pushed the pace on the product.
Yeah, he did.
So like usually, a lot of product went up.
Usually it's like a 70, like an 85, but last night he pushed the productivity up to like a 90%, man.
Yeah, he was definitely going in, man. He was looking for guys. He looked up for
He did what
Pascal.
he had to do. Yeah.
Looked up for Pascal, a nice cut and lane that was looking really good. Shout outs to him. Sergi came in, and man, Sergi, we'll get further into it, but he was looking good. He had a nice block on DeMarcus. Told DeMarcus to get that garbage out of here. Straight up. The defense was on point. We were swarming inside whenever we seen that crash because, you know, they looked for an extra
really
pass.
good last night.
So, yeah, we knew that this was a game that we had to take advantage of before anything goes further, you know? So,
100%.
Game at a time. Kawhi looked to Kyle for a three that looked pretty good. Ibaka was looking again out for some guys too. Well, he came in, looked for Larry, had a nice three. That was doing pretty good. One thing I will say that we had challenges with, because I seen Ibaka has like this foul tendency where he likes to foul a lot and like
I just don't think he takes the extra second to like think about what he's gonna do. Like, he just reacts so quickly.
Yeah, there was a play where he drove, and then I think it was Livingston or DeMarcus, and he automatically knew, like, okay, I'm already moving forward. I'm about to foul this guy. Push off, foul. I was like, Ibaka, what are you doing, bro? Ibaka, what are you doing, my youth? He was on some things, but it's okay though. Raptors though, 11 fouls in the second. Come on, guys, we definitely have to control that because
fouls, man.
Those guys went to bonus kind of early. Like,
sending Curry to the free throw line a bunch of times.
It did have a problem, but there was nothing to really worry about that. So second
Curry
quarter
missed a couple last night too, which is really odd.
I think he missed one, but even that one, I think it was one he only missed. But it feels odd when he misses because it's like you don't miss from the foul. 3 points are free throws too. So what's a free throw to you?
Honestly, the 3-point game, when he shoots, it just looks like, I've been doing this.
Yeah, he been doing that. So
crazy.
With that being said, second quarter finished off pretty well, I would say. The defense was pretty much up there, but every single time we got a gap, these guys would try and close it back up again.
Yeah.
But no worries with that, man. Nick Nurse did a little bit of a change in the third quarter. We usually would have our starting five come in. Danny would usually come in and get things popping.
Yeah, but he switched
But
it
he
up.
decided to put in Fred. The commentators like Leo actually thought like he was injured.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't. It was just, let's try and switch it up. We know that Fred is pretty good, so let's get him asserted. And that seemed to work. So
And Fred's been amazing, in this series.
Yeah.
We honestly were not ripping him, but I know a lot of people were like, yo, what the hell's going on with Fred VanVleet? Like, are the Raptors going to have to trade this guy? In the last series, he was kind of inactive, but well, I guess it was the beginning of last series, right? He was kind of inactive, but then, edging up and, getting further into, the finals, this guy's playing amazing. And like we said before, it just depends on the team that you're playing and, your position. What can you do in this series to be, productive and aggressive and make your mark? And this guy's doing it all, man. Like, passing, scoring.
Mark was definitely looking for his guys. Honestly, I appreciate the fact that we even brought him in because we know what he could do. Yeah. And he's living up to expectations right now, man. Yeah, he's definitely doing his part. So, even speaking about that, Marc Gasol was definitely aggressive right away off the bat with Cousins again, showing this guy like, yo, who do you think you are? The last game,
he had great defense.
He tried to get rough, and he had great defense. Because you know what we also noticed too? Right away, it seemed that Golden State was like, okay, DeMarcus, you're playing a little bit soft right now, and you know how halftime Golden State usually makes adjustments. Yeah, they were trying to throw the ball to DeMarcus right away to get aggressive. Yeah. Raptors were not having that at all. No. Shout out to the Raptors for shutting that down.
Defense was on 10.
Defense was on 10. Yep. Like you said. Getting into that, though, there was some good plays. I seen some fast breaks that led to a Kawhi lay. Yes. Kyle was looking for Pascal. Pascal looked towards Leonard. Got a finish right there. Yeah. Marc Gasol had a lay. It looked kind of weird. His
little jump, little
hop lay. Dunk the ball, big guy. But hey, you know what? If it works,
points. It's a point. It is
trying
what
to fix it.
And you know what? After that, it kind of looked like a 3-point shootout. Everyone was just knocking down threes. Iguodala had 2. Who else had a 3-ball?
Leonard had a 3-ball. Larry had a 3-ball.
Curry had one.
Curry had a 3-ball. It was like a 3 frenzy.
It turned into like, All-Star Weekend. You know what I mean? 3-point competition.
Fred had a 3 off of Marc Gasol's screen. Like, that was looking pretty good.
Kawhi had a 3-ball as well.
He also had a spin floater that looked pretty good.
It was just going back and forth. Like, both teams were trying to, either catch up, which was the Warriors. And the Raptors were trying to push their lead ahead.
Yo, they were trying to push, but I seen Fred with a nice step back too. That looked pretty
that looked
sidestep.
That looked pretty nice.
He looking sweet with that. But then I want to get into like the turning point where I felt what was happening. First off, Pascal looked to Kawhi Leonard for a 3. I was like, yes. Danny came on. And it's like he had lost his mind.
Yeah, Nick Nurse said, listen, bro, you've been slipping up. We need some 3 balls from you, bro. Like, you haven't been knocking him down. Like, yo, what are you doing? Like, Nick Nurse pulled him to the side and showed him a 10.
I'll be honest, I don't even think it was Nick. You know who I seen that game the talks? Shaq. Yo, they were at the beginning of the game. If the people that are watching TNT, Chuck and the guys were sitting like on the side near the court, whatever, and Danny was getting warmed up and stuff like that, and Danny walked by Shaq, and Shaq literally said, "Yo, Danny, come here," and dragged the man there, put the mic to the side and everything, and gave the man some words and said, "Yo, like."
What are you doing?
Like, bro, just shoot your shot. Like, shoot the ball. Shaq said, yo, he didn't want to get into, like, the words and stuff he was saying because it obviously was more aggressive.
Shaq, I know you're watching this. Yo, honestly, big up yourself, man.
Shaq Diesel. Shout out to Shaq Diesel.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, man.
Shaq, yo. You always have nicknames.
He pulled him to the side and was telling him to shoot the ball?
He was standing right in his commentator box as normal. You can see it on the tube and things, but the man literally, like, away from the mic and was talking to Danny and said, yo, Danny, shoot the ball, bro. Like, shoot your shot.
What are you doing?
Shoot. Like, you know what to do, bro. You know what time it is. And I guess that conversation must have boosted him.
Lit him up.
Because he had, back-to-back trades. Yes. Caught the ball, too, off a leaning.
That one step. and the way he tossed it up, it almost looked like a floater. But the
It's like
way he
just
shot it,
basically just touched it, just
Yeah.
like here, like.
and I think it was it wasn't Iguodala. I'm trying to think who it was, but someone's like, "Yo, like that shot was a fluke," and he's like, "No."
I think it was
Quick Cook.
yo,
Yeah, it was Quick Cook. Yeah, he looked at him like,
Danny's looking at him like
I think I can do this. Like, I think I've done this
know what
before.
I'm doing, bro. Like,
Come on, he's won a championship. Don't question the man like that.
Don't question the man. So
He's won a championship. Get out. Well, actually, Quick Cook has too. So
yeah, he can talk. He has the right to talk.
he has the right to say something. But whatever, man. Raptors, they did what they had to do, closing out the third.
Straight.
And moving to the fourth quarter, which all the Raptors fans know as closing time.
Honestly, I'm gonna shout out the defense big time when it came to the fourth.
Yep.
Danny had a big block.
Serge had a big one too.
Serge had a couple blocks in the
one on
fourth
Quick
man.
Cook. I thought that ball was going. Actually, no.
That actually looked like that lay was gonna go in.
Yeah.
And Serge said, "Get that garbage out of here, bro."
Man. I was like,
he was a Serge, not even Baca.
Serge Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka. Ibaka was blocking the living out of things, man. That guy was looking really good.
They went hard, man.
Kawhi started getting it in too. That guy had an up fake spin.
But we
dropped in a nice lane.
We got to talk
good.
about Kawhi for a second here. I'm kind of worried about him, man, because he's been grabbing his shorts and hunched over a little bit.
It's tired, man. And that knee tendonitis, I heard some tendonitis.
Yeah, I don't know if hopefully he can sustain this for the rest of the series, man. Because we really need that guy.
That man
and I heard he just bought a house in Toronto. Let's go! Obviously, he bought a house in Toronto. He's gonna stay, all right.
I told you.
He's
if
gonna
you want to.
Jamal, he's not.
Let's go. I'm not gonna disclose the place, but people might find out. But even if you want a gym session late in the night when no one's around, bro, me and you can bang a couple reps. You know,
if we go to a game, and say we sit by the tunnel area, be like, yo, Kawhi. Yo, holla at me, man.
You know what? I don't know if he'll holla at me because you want to know why. Did you see what he did to Norman Powell yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
That robot man named Kawhi stood there.
Yeah.
Norman's out there for
He's like, yo,
come dap the man him up. And my guy's looking at him like...
I think he was zoned out. He was zoned out.
They say Kawhi's a robot, so I think there was system error 982 failed to dap something he analyzed the man and there's something wrong.
What is this?
And then when he looked like he was gonna go dap, the man pointed his finger like, yo, let's go.
Yeah, let's this. Yo,
I'd feel sus if you don't dap me. Quiet. If you're gonna do that to me still, I don't think you know that.
And obviously the cameras are out, people recording and ting, don't do that, man.
But it's all good though.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah. Kawhi did drop a quiet 30 bag on the guys though, but no worries about that. He stepped up big to the plate. Lowry stepped up big on defense and offense too.
Yeah, let's touch on Lowry's points. He played 43 minutes, had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, shot 8 for 16 from the field, and he was 5 for 9 in 3-point shooting. I told people yesterday, at work and wherever else, I'm like, listen, in order for the Raptors to win this game, I think that, Kyle Lowry has to have a big game. And Mark needs to contribute, and Pascal obviously needs to contribute as well. But I just think them as a whole, would obviously do their thing. But essentially, I'm like, you know what? For them to win this game, Kyle Lowry has to do what he has to do. He has to score and he has to distribute the ball, and that's what he did.
Kyle's been doing that. To me, the big deciding factor, in my opinion, was the fact that Danny came alive.
Yeah,
Danny was one of them that came alive.
How many threes did he hit? Let's.
It was 6 for 10. He was 6 for 10. I think he was.
So he played 27 minutes. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds. 1 assist. He was 6 for 10 from the field, and he was 6 for 10 from the 3-point line.
And the next thing too that I felt was a big contribution was the defense. The defense, especially in the fourth. The amount of shots and open layups or seemed like fast break lays that Golden State had. Ibaka was right there.
Yeah,
Danny was right there. That one big play.
They actually had a lot of turnovers.
They
last
came
night.
big. Yo, we had 10 blocks.
Yeah,
that game we played excellent. So when it came to that, shouts out to the Raptors for the defense on that, closing that out.
Yeah.
Another big play that happened in the fourth. Kawhi got bailed out by Fred VanVleet.
Yeah. Oh
Bailed
my
out
gosh.
bad.
We've seen Kawhi get bailed out a few times, but this one was a big one,
that
man.
rainbow shot by Fred was big.
He got it off just in time.
That was like the dagger of the game.
Because
man.
the shot clock was
ended it from
winding
there.
down too, right?
Yeah.
And he just launched it, and he even got fouled. Obviously, the refs didn't call it. Draymond hip checked him, but
pretty much after that shot, like couple minutes down the line, like Kerr was like, "Yo, Curry, come out. We're not risking any injuries. Pull out the bench. Let the bench do their thing." Raptors did come out on top. We did get the W. We were the ones that came out 123, 109, looking really good to capitalize, man.
The series is 2-1 right now.
Right now,
what's happening?
Here's the thing, and I'm gonna get excited, but I'm gonna say this: in our reality, we can't. Kendrick Perkins even said it himself. He said, "Yo, I seen the guys after the game. There was no cheering. They weren't smiling. They weren't jumping with joy. They still know that business needs to be taken care of. So we're ready to take that.
Yeah,
bro.
and you know what? There shouldn't be any laughing or no fun in no games because the Raptors are known to just get complacent. Like,
they've learned their lessons from the whole playoff series now. Like, yo, we can't get excited over one game and think we can stay back. Clay can possibly come at game 4. Durant can possibly come back.
Yo, if
There's
I
gonna
see
be a lot
active
more work to be done.
If I see active from Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
We're not worried because we're focused. So there's a lot of work to do. But let's just
KD will still have some rust.
Straight up, he'll have his rust. But you know what? Before we get into the stats, I just want to shout some big stuff. Raptors are shooting a good 52% from the field. That was looking good. 45% from 3 compared to Golden State's 33. Shooting from the free throws, you only missed 1, bro. That was looking really good.
Yeah.
The rebounds were pretty close in the game. The steals were pretty close in the game. I'll say this though, the points in the paint was still close too. Everything seemed like it was pretty much close. But when it came to efficiency and scoring on the defensive end, we took control, took over the game. Raptors played very efficient. We know that work is still not done, so we got to get ready for game 4.
Get ready, man.
So, hey, you want to run some stats just to give you a heads up?
Let's look at Golden State Warriors' stats because they only had 3 people in double digits last night. One of them, of course, was Stephen Curry. He played 43 minutes, 47 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. And Andre Iguodala, he had 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then Draymond Green played 41 minutes, 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. DeMarcus
was nowhere to be found with 4 points,
Absolutely
3 rebounds.
Nowhere to be found. He looked very frustrated last night. And, and you know what? That's perfectly fine because I don't think he's going to be a factor.
Get into their heads, man.
He's
That's
not, he's not going to be a factor. Unless Klay Thompson comes back and then, they open up the floor.
Unless the other guys come back.
Touches,
it'll be a little bit more trouble.
And also Kevin Durant, which I hope he's not ready yet. If Raptors get the next game, series is done.
Yeah.
Series is done.
I'm gonna come out on a limb and say Raptors in 6. I feel like we should be able to take it in 6 because we know it's gonna be a big fight. But hey,
I think Raptors in 7.
The main thing we have in common is the Raptors, our wins.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't believe in this 3-peat. Only the great late MJ's the only one that can do that 3-peat. No one else.
And they're banged up right now. The Warriors they're basically damaged team.
When it comes to bigs, we'll have the advantage because Kevon Looney's injured. DeMarcus is not playing that good. Bogut, shaky. So not too much to worry. But shout out to the Rats, man. Pascal 8 and 9.
Yep.
Leonard dropped the 30 bag, like you said. You already covered Larry.
Yep.
Fred had the 11. Ibaka had 6, 5, and 6 blocks. That defense was key. Raptors came to collectively in the whole.
Yeah.
We took this game. We showed what we can do. Now we just need to capitalize and just put the icing on the cake.
If we get one more at the Oracle Arena,
that will destroy the confidence of Golden State, bro.
Unless Kevin Durant comes back and he's ready.
I'm still not even worried if Kevin comes back. I feel he's still gonna need time to adjust.
Yeah, true.
What I seen even yesterday in a couple of clips and stuff of him, he still has that ice bag around his knee. I don't think he's ready to run. Kerr saying
Let's go!
Ready, but you know what, man? We got this in the bag, guys.
Let's
take it a game at a time. Yo, Raptors Nation, man. We're in.
Stand up. Support your city. Support the team.
All right, Baka.
Let's get it. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in again.
Appreciate the love, man.
We appreciate you guys, man. Keep tuning in and subscribe if you haven't yet.
Hey, you better.
And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
You better.
You get me, yeah? Man. We all in, yeah?
I know, huh? Yeah. Love.